Hello again. After testing the jump mechanic, trying to adjust it, what I've discovered is that I quite like the initial speed of the impulse section. There are two problems with the impulse. The first is you can't really have it as a continuous impulse because you can't tick on every frame for impulse because it just gets out of control. And the other issue is that with impulse, an impulse is just that, it's an impulse. So even though I might like how fast it starts, it doesn't stop when I want it to. So this is how much, so if I start with the speed that I have, it will carry on for that long, and I couldn't find a way to clamp that. I can't just put an invisible wall up here because I do have plans for more lateral movement, so there are times when the player will be up here. So it doesn't really make sense to, so I can't really use impulse in that regard because it will either jump too high, or if it's a continuous jump then it's just not gonna work. So at the moment I'm thinking that I have to do away with this whole system and start again with a set velocity approach instead. So the way I imagine it will work, or hope it will work, is when I'm holding the spacebar, it will stop moving at a set speed and it will keep moving at that speed until I let go of the button. Because playing around with physics just brings in so many issues, and set velocity itself it's still physics based, just not, I'm not trying to play uh, little physicist here by adding different forces that just don't seem to work at all. I've also tried to clamp this float, but I didn't expect it to work. I just tried just in case, but obviously it didn't. Whereas I do this jump, sets the impulses value for 10, and then here it sets it to 5, so I was hoping it would catch it, but it doesn't, because that's not what that action is meant to do, that's not how it's supposed to do. I just tried it. So yeah, I'm gonna revamp the whole thing and see if I can make it work with set velocity.